Hey guys, Skewy here, and today we're talking Generation Zero and new content. They've just released news that they're adding new guns, which are the American guns. It's a little bit speculation now on what they're adding, but there are, hints at what they're putting in, so a couple of new weapons. I won't go too much into it, but it sort of sparked a thought I've had for a while now between all my friends and my brother and me. We've come up with all these great ideas that Gen Zero could adapt, and even more ideas that came to me when I did the survey. They wanted to know what we'd like to see, what we'd like put in to the game and introduced, and how we want the game to progress. And it seems they're acting on that. So I thought, well, why not put my ideas out there and my followers who have played with us and my brother, and let's just put it out there and maybe come up with some great ideas from you guys in the comments to actually get the devs to go, hey, we haven't thought of that. Oh, cool. People want this. People want that. So I've cut this into two sort of parts. There were a lot of ideas, and I didn't think I could capture it all in totality or in its entirety in one video. So I thought I'd split it up and we talk a little bit more about each point. So, first of all, first thing I'd like to see is gun skins. Weapon skins. I'm not even sure what I'd like to see, whether you'd like the Call of Duty Unicorn, Gold, Platinum, whatever, or you'd like to see some traditional skins, camos. I'd like to see just some skins to make your guns look awesome, like maybe even how the Division do it, where they have gun skins for your exotics, where they're harder to get. Some of them you have to pay for. I'm not saying pay to win. I'm not saying pay to get things to earn more money. Maybe the Reaper only drops certain skins, stuff like that. Maybe skins you can only get through challenges, like your cosmetics on your clothes and your tinfoil hats and stuff like that. I want to see gun skins, and I want to see them given out by playing and grinding the game as everything else is. Maybe even made, maybe even created on the bench. You get enough of a certain thing, you can make this gun skin. It forces you to play the game and gives you something else, a different goal. I'd love to see that. One thing I'd love to see is you don't need stims to revive. The adrenaline shot, I don't bother wasting them, using them. They're pointless. They're just to pick yourself up. There's no point running over to your teammate when he can respawn. You can drop a radio. Radios are easier to find. So I want to see no stims to revive, but make the revive take a bit longer. Or maybe make the revive harder to be completed. I don't know, but I don't like the idea of the stims. It seems pretty redundant. I want to see different types of bullets. Now, not just your armor piercing and your hollow points, blah, 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 blah. I want to see fire bullets, corrosive ammo, EMP ammo. I know the rocket launcher has an EMP bullet, missile, whatever the fuck you call it. But I'd love to see, like, certain guns, you can do a loadout. Only a pistol, the 44, has an EMP bullet, so you pull your pistol out, EMP it, pull out, get your corrosive gun, take your corrosive damage to strip his armor down, then fill him full of fire. That sort of thing. Different builds to take. I know I'm just going towards the Division here when I'm saying builds, but it's just a variety. You know how we've got the Apocalypse guys. Maybe they don't take corrosive damage because they've got the corrosion in them, the acid, the flamethrowers. That makes them harder. Just certain things, weaknesses, strengths, sort of to level up. Trying to kill them. Well, I know when you get experimentals, it does become much easier, but I'd like to see that variety. And I'm going to get all these corrosive bullets and go down and take a million harvesters down to ground some ammo. Stuff like that. Now, I don't know how this next one will work, but base building, maybe resource creation over time. So you build an infirmary. It builds 2 medkits a day, 1 medkit a day. You level it up. You get an armory. It builds certain type of bullet. You can focus and say, look, I want you to focus on building 7.62, and it builds 100 a day. Something like that. And you level it up. Slowly, like what the Vigor house was doing, where you'd be able to build different guns as you level it up. That sort of thing. I'd love to see that, but I'm not sure how it'll work, whether it's a predetermined base sitting there and you level parts of it up and it changes cosmetically, or you build it like in Grounded. I'm not sure how that'll work. I'd like to see just an outpost and you build it up progressively on stages, and to this fortress you get attacked. Like, I'm combining all the games I'm playing, State of Decay, getting attacked, stuff like that. I'd love to see like staff at home, display cases, trophies. Like, you got trophies if you kill the Reaper, you take his head, chuck it up on the wall, stuff like that. Maybe legs and arms hanging around, take back all the pieces, throw them in a scrapyard for metal and stuff like that. Just different things. I'm not sure how that would work, but it'd be a cool idea. More craftable items on the spot. I'd love to see you walk through a house, dig through a sink, pick out all the bottles, make Molotovs out of them, find rags for the top of it, find a lighter, sort of stuff like that. Maybe not that in depth, but maybe to make IEDs or gas cans. You get a petrol tin out of a car, or push a car, like start her up. If it starts, push it into the enemy, blow it up, like stuff like that. A bit more improvisation within consumables and craftable items. I'd love to see that, where you make things with your environment to take down the robots, not just picking up guns and shooting, finding car batteries and making EMPs out of them. It was a good start, but I'd like to see just a little bit more depth. I'd love to see more levels with different skill trees, or I'd love to see more levels but an extra 2 bars put on the skill trees, maybe so you can respec a character. I know you can build 4 and share within your box, your stash, and you're fine, but that leveling up process sometimes is a little bit painful. I'd love to see you be able to maybe have a bit more impact with your skill trees, like in Borderlands 3, where you can build a build of the character, scrap the whole thing, change it up, and play a different way. I love that. And I'd like to see that more in this, being the skill trees. Yeah, they're good. And I believe I've found my strongest skill build, whatever you call it, my strongest level to 31, my strongest points are put on, with a couple extra just thrown in. But I'd love to see more of an impact and more of a thought process, and maybe for those people like myself who have made mistakes in putting stab points in stupid places, being able to respec for a fee and build again. Now, I know you can build another character and you have that anyway, but wouldn't it be nice to say, look, I'm going to go this, and this for this, see if it goes all right, then I'll try something else if it doesn't, or maybe move this point to there and there and there, but for a fee, of course. So you can't just chop and change. Would be nice to see. I'd love to see more levels, but I don't want to see every skill point filled up. I'd like to add layers. So instead of, I think it's like 8 or 9 rows down, push it to 15, give us 10 extra levels, and give us maybe we can have 2 specializations, but nerf them down so they don't do as much. Or give us, maybe the corrosive bullets can come into the assault character. You get to the 15th point, you get corrosive bullets, you get 100 a day. Or you get to pump this fucking skill and you've got a limited amount to use. Stuff like that. It just opens up avenues for us to sort of customize more. I'd love to see, I'm sort of edging more towards more customization within this game, to say, if you do see someone jump into your lobby, into your game, you go, hey, look at that dude. I've never seen that before. Whereas everyone's sort of like, we've all got experimentals like at our level, and we're all just running around with the same guns. The only difference is the amount of bullets we've got and how fast we can shoot them. I'd love to see more differentiation between each character, each player. We're all playing the same. When I'm playing the 4 of us, we're all just shooting. We're just dealing damage. We're DPS. That's all we're doing. There's no medics, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to see more of that. But anyway, guys, that is this part of the video. I will make the other half, drop it a few weeks from now, just to give time to think about this. And please drop in the comments what you think, what you want to see, because I'm hoping the devs will look at this and grab ideas, because they are actively looking at stuff and going, hey, we haven't thought of that. The survey says it all. The amount of questions and thoughts in that survey says, yes, we're looking into it, and we are keen as you are to get this constant stream, this roll on of new content. They are working on bugs actively, like hot fixes are coming out. They're working their asses off to get this game really, really where it needs to be and deserves to be. So please drop in the comments, guys. Drop a sub if you don't already. Follow me. Go to my Twitch. We do Gen Zero like every week. We're always there. Cheers, guys, for hanging out. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.